Now our final guests fell in love in front of our eyes in the Love Island villa. Fast forward nearly 10 years, they've tied the knot, become a family of 4, and now they're back on our screens to give us a glimpse into their lives. Oh my goodness, please welcome Olivia and Alex Bowen. Well, clearly a lot has happened since you last sat in this very studio back in March time, I think it was, and you did your gender baby reveal then. We found out it was a little girl on the way.
I know, and she's downstairs, isn't she? Her first loose swimming experience.
Oh, it's so remarkable. And like we say, lots has been going on in your life, and we'll get into a little bit about that. But the biggest thing is allowing cameras back into your lives. I know you started on a reality show, but that was only really for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
This is cameras in your home. How do you feel about it? Did you have any reservations at the very beginning of the whole process?
Yeah, I mean, we did have like a few reservations about it, but we had quite a lot of control at the start, what we would show and what we wouldn't show about our kids, because that's the most important thing.
But you're very honest, you're brutally honest, and you wanted that to be the case.
I mean, to be honest, we didn't want it to be like set up scenes, like really glossy. We wanted it to be really raw, authentic, relatable, and that's what we went for, and hopefully that's what comes across, so.
Yeah, I think the main thing for us was to represent that real family life and the chaos, but the beautiful moments, and hopefully we've done that. We literally didn't realise how much we were putting on camera and letting in, so yeah, it was an experience.
Was it difficult near the end of your pregnancy, you know, when you know, everyone's getting on your nerves, quite frankly, and then you've got cameras there as well?
To be honest, that part was the pregnancy rage was quite
But you go into that nesting period, don't you?
And then afterwards, it was after that I struggled with, because you do see the birth and then you see us with a newborn baby, and that was hard for me because you are allowing cameras into that sacred bubble, and I found that quite hard, didn't I? But to be honest, being able to watch that back,
it's amazing.
It's amazing, and we've watched a few episodes and we are loving it, aren't we?
Yeah, we do like it.
You said there in the clip that you were very set on a home birth. Why was that particularly?
I had quite a traumatic birth with Abel. We both struggled with it, and I thought, what can I do that is completely different? Like, what can I learn, and what choices can I make for myself and my body? And that was something that I researched, something that I looked into, and it seemed like the right decision. Spoiler alert, that did not happen in the end, but to be honest, we did get the experience we wanted. We had the water birth at home. We was at home for about 12 hours.
And you had the doulas, which are just, they're just so wonderful, doulas, aren't they? Because they kind of like mother you, but like completely. There's nothing else going on except you.
Yeah, they were amazing. You struggled with it a bit, didn't you, at the start? Because home birth is something that's not, you know, it's not the
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're not very clued up on these things, like, you are nervous, and after the birth that, like, Liv had the first time, like, as a dad, you kind of feel helpless. So going into the second one, I was even more worried. But as we had, like, you'll see it on the show, we have kind of like meetings with them that do kind of put your mind at ease. So it did really help a lot.
I had mine at home. My husband was terrified.
Did you have a home birth?
Yeah, both mine were home birth.
Amazing.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
I loved it. I loved it. But the first one was very difficult.
Yeah.
But you got all of that, the lovely bit about being at home, but then you did go into hospital, which is the great thing. You can always do that. And you had something really quite scary happen. I never heard of this.
Yeah, so it turned out... This is the thing, I really advocate for listening to your body and learning about your body, because I don't think I would have gone into hospital at the right time had I not been so in tune. Right. It's something that I did notice in Abel's birth, but not as bad. And this time around, I think it's called a sister cell.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's a bladder prolapse, but I had quite a bad, severe bladder prolapse, and it basically meant that there was no baby coming out that way. So that was when we had to go in for a C-section, and then the C-section ended up in quite a severe hemorrhage. I lost 2.8 litres of blood, which then resulted in me having 2 blood transfusions.
Wow.
It was pretty
You
scary.
also experienced vanishing twin syndrome.
Yeah, we came on, spoke to you, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard there, but Maria Estefan had exactly the same thing.
She was just talking about it,
She was just talking about it, and she was sort of almost... not joking, but kind of like in her mind, it was like my daughter Emily is just 2. She's just very extra. She's just 2. It's all in there, and she's very talented and all of this. So that was sort of one way of looking at it. How are you guys dealing with it?
To be honest, like, we've got our beautiful baby girl Siena, and that's the main focus. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Liv did like a tribute, like on the cot, didn't you?
Yeah.
It says like a little poem towards like the twin that we lost. But like I said, like the main important thing is Abel, my son, and then Siena. That's the best thing. So we just focus on that really.
And years ago, I remember we did a trek together,
We
didn't we? And you
I
were so
always love seeing
lovely.
you. Feel like my little second mum from the trip. You looked after us so
I was
much.
saying to the girls what a lovely couple you were, but I remember you were desperate for a baby then, weren't you? And you were like, no,
Yeah,
you
it's not happening.
You were still partying, like having a great time. How has that worked out since?
Well, I do get my own way eventually. But yeah, it's just been amazing, isn't it? And you have been like the best mum and stuff as well. Like, so
thank you.
It's been really good.
No.
But we were talking also earlier about having really intense conversations as a couple.
Yes.
Do you find that you are very open with all of that?
Yeah, I mean,
are.
we are very open people anyway. I mean, we've got TV shows.
Yeah, you can see how open we are with each other. We know every bowel movement of each other's. Like, it's that open.
I remember that when we were away.
We were like that then.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, I feel like when we had Abel, our first kids, we was kind of coexisting as a couple, and we kind of lost each other, and then we kind of ended up having this big argument, and everything came to fruition, and we was kind of like, right, this happens again, we can't let us kind of get to this stage. So every time we kind of go a little bit quiet, we just remember the conversations we had before and just talk about it.
You can all do it together.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that because it is easy to just sort of float away from each other, isn't it? When you're doing, you had such a hard time after the baby, and so that is so amazing.
When your kids get older, you've actually got something you can say to them. Here's the moment we met.
Yeah.
On television, like, how many people get that?
I mean, there's certain parts we probably won't
maybe
show.
not.
But nearly 10 years next. It is incredible, isn't
10
it?
years.
My gosh, what's
It's gone
happened?
so quick.
Yeah, and so much has happened. Will you have a big celebration?
I want to do a vow renewal. I don't know how you all feel about that, but
Just
I
wants to
want to.
marry
I
me
want to get
again, that's
married
all.
again.
Your wedding was
same
so
person.
beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I would love to go abroad and do that. So I'm thinking maybe keep it a bit more calm for the 10-year of Love Island, and then do a big renewal
That'd be nice.
in Italy or
With the
something.
kids as well.
Yeah, with the kids. Like, I'd love
It would
them
be
to be
sweet.
there.
You better bring the TV people because I want to see it.
We are. Ask ITV about that one, but we would love to. It has been amazing.
Olivia and Alex Parenthood. It's on an ITV2 at Sundays at 8 p.m. and available on ITVX as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Lovely. See you guys again. Thank you.